Hey guys, my name is Spencer Kaufman. Thank you for watching the Deception Tips videos. They're all about teaching you how to read people and detect deception so that you can tell if someone is lying to you. There are some very important videos that you can use to help you better communicate with other people. And today we're going to talk about another sign of deception that is relating to the eyes. The eyes are one of the most telltale signs of body language and particularly deception and other human emotions in general. The eyes are so-called the windows of the soul, and they do express a lot of things. This is typically why poker players tend to wear sunglasses a lot, because they know that their eyes will give out cues that other people who are poker players and other maybe poker players' helpers who can read them will be able to see exactly what they have. It's not only so they can reflect the cards and not be able to see those, but it's also so that they don't give out a tell by seeing if they have a good hand or a bad hand. So here it is, deception tip number 2. Dilated pupils are a sign of arousal or keen interest. Beware of pinpoint pupils when others are speaking. Now this is very important because when other people are speaking, if they're pupils, they can do two things. Number 1, they can be dilated, and number 2, they can narrow and be pinpointed. So we'll cover dilated first, then we'll come to pinpoint, and that's what you need to be aware of. So when pupils dilate, it's like any other form of body language or any other gesture. When something happens, there can be many different reasons for that behavior. So when pupils dilate, there could be a number of causes or reasonings for that. The most common one is that someone has been exposed to more light or less light. When there is a varying change of lighting in the room, your pupils move according to that. So if there is less light in a room, your pupils will get bigger to let in more light so that you can see better. Conversely, if it's really bright outside or bright inside or anywhere, your pupils will get a little smaller, so they will narrow because you don't need to let in as much light because there's so much light around you. Also, you see sometimes people who are on certain kinds of prescription drugs, so it's not all just illegal drugs, but illegal drugs especially, or maybe somebody has been painting and they're an artist and they use some really strong paints, or if they're in cleaning and they've been using ammonia or something, their pupils can dilate due to that chemical reaction. The introduction of such a harsh chemical or a strong chemical can make a person's pupils dilate. In addition, when people see something that they like, so when they're attracted to something, or when they see something that's favorable or that's beautiful or something like that, their pupils will dilate as if to take in more of whatever they're seeing. So that is the one that you need to pay attention to when it comes to dilating pupils when they're getting bigger, when they expand. Because typically if you see someone's pupils expand and you can look around and say, well, it is kind of dark in here, then you can eliminate that. But if you say, well, the lighting looks pretty good, and I don't think they're on any kinds of chemicals, or there's no smells in the air, or they're not really on drugs or anything, or you know that, then you can say, well, their pupils got bigger because whatever is happening, they like it. Now, it's also important to look for clusters with that, because if someone likes something, they're typically going to be more engaged in that. So they'll be facing it, they'll be leaning in, they may even be opened up to it. For example, like I maybe would unbutton my jacket, or I would stand with a more open posture towards that to show them that I'm really interested in whatever that is happening. And if you see multiple signs like that, then you can know, okay, well, the pupil's dilated because they like whatever they're seeing. So keep that in mind. Now, on the other hand, there's something that can happen that's when they dilate, instead of going and expanding, the pupils will contract. They will become like pinpoint pupils, and they get really small. Now typically, you may be familiar with this in movies or in other things where they have those stone cold, like serial killer type eyes. They just have those cold eyes. They're usually portrayed as like gray or black or something, but they have those narrow eyes. Or in cartoons, when people would get really angry, then they'd show their eyes would just get real small, real quick, almost really exaggerating that. But that is what to watch out for. If you see someone who has pinpoint pupils, their pupils get really small, then they really, really do not like whatever is happening. They're not liking what is going on there. They don't like what they're seeing. They may not like it. Now, it doesn't always have to be something they're seeing. It could be what they're hearing. Their eyes could react to a verbal or a sound audible stimuli as well. So they could hear something they don't like, and their pupils could move in addition to that. So the pinpoint pupils, now keep in mind that that could also be due to a chemical imbalance in their body or something in the environment. Could also be due to light. If you shine a flashlight in their eyes, their pupils are probably going to dilate and get smaller pretty quickly so that they don't let in so much light. So there are a variety of reasons that this could happen. This is why it is essential that you keep looking for patterns and clusters of behavior, but always pay attention to the dilation of the pupils and be thinking about what environmental or external factors could be happening that would reflect or explain those changes. I want to thank you for watching these videos. I would love it if you subscribe to the channel on YouTube. It's all about teaching you how to read people and detect deception. In addition, if you have any comments, feel free to comment with any questions you may have. And if you'd like more information, there's a lot of information available. We've got books, podcasts, ebooks, blog posts, etc., all on spencerkaufman.com that are dedicated to helping you learn what everybody is saying. Until next time.